I used to think revenge was a dish best served cold. Turns out, it's actually best served with a side of social media and a dash of karma. What started as my girlfriend asking for space ended with her becoming the main character in a viral TikTok series about homewreckers. And honestly, I'm still eating popcorn. You know that feeling when something seems off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That gut instinct that whispers something's wrong while your brain tells you you're being paranoid. Well, sometimes your gut knows things your heart isn't ready to admit. Sometimes the person sleeping next to you every night is already planning their exit strategy, complete with a backup boyfriend and a beach vacation 3 weeks ago. Tessa dropped the classic, "I need space to find myself" bomb. We'd been together 2 years, living together for 8 months. Everything seemed perfect. We'd literally just booked Christmas flights to see my family. The conversation felt rehearsed, like she'd practiced it in the mirror. "I'm not breaking up with you," she insisted, packing her bags with suspicious efficiency. "I just need time to figure out what I want. Maybe stay with my friend Adrienne for a few weeks. No contact would be best while I sort through my feelings." I respected her wishes, gave her a hug, told her I understood, helped carry her bags to the car. She left her laptop and iPad behind, since, as she put it, this was still her home too. I spent that first week trying not to spiral. Hit the gym harder, threw myself into work, avoided our usual spots around the city. Radio silence from her end, which was exactly what she'd asked for. Then my buddy Devin shattered my willful ignorance with a simple text. "Yo, did you see Tessa's Instagram story?" There she was, golden hour lighting, cocktail in hand, surrounded by 3 girlfriends at some pristine beach resort. The caption read like a self-help book. "Sometimes you just need your girls." Girls trip self-care. Finding myself, I rolled my eyes so hard I nearly strained something. Apparently, finding yourself requires a 5-star beach vacation and professional photography. But then I made the mistake of zooming in on one particular photo. They were at a beach bar, all 4 girls, laughing and holding colorful drinks. But there, barely visible at the edge of the frame, was a man's arm. Distinctive tattoo sleeve, specific watch I'd seen 100 times in old photos. That was Kieran's arm, her college ex. The one she'd told me was basically dead to her after he cheated. The one who supposedly meant nothing anymore. My stomach dropped through the floor. First came rage, hot and immediate. Then crushing depression. Finally, cold suspicion. Because here's the thing about modern relationships nobody warns you about. We share everything. Bank accounts, Netflix passwords, Spotify playlists, and yes, iCloud storage. She'd given me access months ago when her phone storage was full. Some mundane Tuesday when she needed to back up photos. I'd never used it, never had reason to snoop, never even thought about it. I had reason now. The shared photo stream told a very different story than her carefully curated Instagram posts. The uncropped versions showed Kieran in every single shot, not just present, but intimate. Arms around her waist, kissing her cheek, romantic sunset couple photos that looked like engagement announcements. This wasn't a girl's trip with an unfortunate photobomb. This was 2 couples on vacation, Adrienne with her boyfriend, Tessa with Kieran. But the metadata revealed the real betrayal. These photos started uploading to our shared cloud the day before she asked for space. This entire thing was premeditated. She'd planned the vacation, booked the flights, packed her bags, and then performed that whole "I need to find myself" speech. I screenshot everything with shaking hands. That's when I remembered something that changed everything. Kieran wasn't just her ex. Kieran was married, had been for over a year, to Bridget, this sweet kindergarten teacher who made craft videos on TikTok and posted pictures of her classroom bulletin boards. It took me 5 minutes to find her profile. Another 5 to compose a message that would change everyone's lives. "Hi Bridget. You don't know me, but I think you should see these photos from your husband's current vacation." I attached every single photo, every timestamp, every romantic pose, every kiss. Then I sat back and watched the world burn. Within 15 minutes, Kieran's relationship status disappeared from Facebook. By half an hour, Bridget had posted the photos I'd sent on her TikTok, with a caption that made my chest tight. "When you find out your husband's work conference is actually him hooking up with his ex." She'd organized the evidence by added arrows, pointing out inconsistencies, even included screenshots of his "missing you already" texts sent while he was literally kissing another woman. The video went viral overnight. Not just viral nuclear. 2.3 million views by morning. The comments section became a masterclass in internet justice. Not the kindergarten teacher serving the real education. The way she kept receipts, organized by timestamp queen behavior. "Somebody check on Tessa, because bestie seems like her boyfriend doesn't know either." That last comment made my phone explode. Mutual friends sliding into my DMs with screenshots. "Bro, is this your girlfriend?" Meanwhile, Tessa remained blissfully unaware in her paradise bubble. She posted another beach photo that same morning, this time with Kieran fully visible, arm draped possessively around her shoulders. Caption: "Paradise with my person." The comment section became a battlefield. "Girl, your boyfriend is looking for you." Not the soft launch while your actual boyfriend thinks you're having alone time. Kieran's wife has entered the chat. "Tessa check TikTok challenge." She deleted the post within an hour. Her entire Instagram went private. My phone started buzzing like an angry wasp. 16 missed calls from Tessa, 12 from Adrian, 8 from numbers I didn't recognize. The voicemails told their own story of escalating panic. First message: "Still trying to maintain control. Ryan, what did you do? Call me back now." Fifth message: anger creeping in. "This is so messed up. You had no right to involve his wife. You're ruining lives." 10th message: full desperation. "Please, we need to talk. I can explain everything." But Bridget wasn't done. This woman turned out to be a strategic genius. Part 2 of her TikTok series dropped the next day. Security footage from their Ring doorbell showing Kieran leaving with his suitcase, kissing her goodbye, promising he'd miss her during his work conference. Part 3 featured screenshots of their credit card statements showing charges at the exact resort where Tessa was staying. Part 4 was pure poetry, her serving him divorce papers at the airport when his flight landed. She'd had them prepared, had been suspicious for weeks, just needed proof. Adrian called me from Tessa's phone, voice shaking with fury. "Ryan, you need to fix this. You've destroyed everything. I didn't do anything except tell Kieran's wife the truth. You had no business. Tessa is my girlfriend." Kieran is her husband. We both had business knowing she was going to tell you when she got back. Tell me what exactly? That she needed space to hook up with her married ex. It's complicated. You don't understand their history. You're right. I don't understand helping your best friend cheat with a married man while lying to her boyfriend. Explain it to me, double quotes. She hung up. Then came the call I wasn't expecting. Tessa's mom, Patricia, sobbing into the phone. Ryan, honey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. She told me she was going on a work retreat. She lied to you too. I'm mortified. I raised her better than this. Are you okay? The kindness in her voice almost broke me. I'm processing. For what it's worth, I think what you did was right. That poor wife deserved to know. And you deserve better than this. At least someone in that family had sense. Tessa came back early from her paradise. Apparently, after things got uncomfortable when Bridget's TikTok series hit 10 million views and someone made an entire YouTube documentary about it. Yes, really. 45 minutes long, titled The Sunset Beach Homewrecker Mystery, a digital detective story. She showed up at our apartment at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday. Still had her key. Found me getting ready for work. We need to talk. No, we don't. Get your stuff and leave your key, Ryan, please. You don't understand. I understand perfectly. You planned a vacation with your married ex before asking me for space. That's all I need to understand. Then she hit me with the most insulting line possible. I was going to choose you. This was just closure. She called making out in sunset photos with a married man closure. I needed to know if there were still feelings. That's not my responsibility. He's married. Their marriage was already having problems. The audacity knocked me speechless. I just stared until she started crying. Where am I supposed to go? Adrian won't talk to me anymore. Turned out Adrian's boyfriend had seen the whole thing blow up online and wasn't happy his girlfriend had enabled this mess. They'd broken up, too. Not my problem. This is my home, too. I've been paying rent. You paid rent for exactly 2 months before you started forgetting, and I covered it. My name's on the lease. Only mine. You can't just kick me out. You literally moved out 3 weeks ago to find yourself. I'm just making it permanent. She tried every angle. Her job was in jeopardy because everyone had seen the TikTok. HR was involved. Tessa worked at a marketing firm very big on ethical business practices and moral leadership branding. Having an employee go viral for being a homewrecker wasn't exactly on brand. You've ruined my life. No, you ruined your life. I just made sure Kieran's wife knew hers was being ruined too. She left sobbing, but not before sending me Venmo requests for emotional damages. Her half of the furniture, vacation interruption costs, and defamation compensation. $11,000 total. I declined them all and blocked her number. The smear campaign started immediately. Facebook posts about how I was controlling and had surveilled her every move, violated her privacy by going through her photos. She conveniently left out that they were on a shared cloud account she'd given me access to. Her own mother shut it down in the comments. Tessa, stop. You cheated. Own your choices publicly. She deleted the post within an hour. Then Kieran, this walking red flag, had the audacity to DM me on Instagram. Bro to bro, that was seriously uncool. You destroyed my marriage. You destroyed your marriage when you decided to cheat on your wife. It's not that simple. Tessa and I have history. You wouldn't understand. I understand you're both cheaters who deserve each other. I'm going to lose everything in the divorce because of you. Good. He threatened to sue me for alienation of affection, which his lawyer apparently told him wasn't even a thing in our state. Blocked him too. But the best message came from Bridget. I know this must have been painful for you too, but thank you for telling me. I was already suspicious. This was the proof I needed. My lawyer says the evidence you provided makes this a slam dunk case. I'm sorry you got hurt too. Class act, that woman. The professional fallout was swift and brutal. When you work in social media marketing and become infamous for being the other woman in a viral cheating scandal, clients get nervous. 3 major accounts specifically requested Tessa be removed from their campaigns. HR gave her an ultimatum: resign with 2 weeks severance or be fired with nothing. She chose resignation and somehow found a way to blame me for that too. She actually sent me an invoice from a lawyer for $50,000 for intentional infliction of emotional distress and tortious interference with employment. I forwarded it to my cousin, who's a lawyer. His professional legal opinion: tell her to pound sand. So I did. Literally sent her a photo of sand with the message: your lawyer's retainer would be better spent here. But here's where it gets truly wild. Remember how Tessa left her laptop at our place? She finally remembered and demanded it back. Fair enough, it was hers. When she came to get it, I left it with building security. She'd forgotten one crucial detail though. She was still logged into her email on my PlayStation, the one she used for Netflix. I wasn't snooping, just trying to log her out, when I noticed an email preview. Subject line: our little secret from Kieran, dated 6 months ago. This wasn't a recent reconnection. They'd been talking for half a year, planning meets while she lived with me, while we made future plans, while I helped cover her rent when she was struggling financially. The emails detailed their afternoon hookups when I was at work, when she claimed to be at girls' nights, when she visited her sick grandmother. Funny thing, her grandmother commented on Facebook last week that she hasn't seen Tessa in over a year. I took screenshots before logging her out, not to post anywhere. I'm not that petty, but for my own closure. All those times I felt something was off. All those moments she'd gaslit me into thinking I was paranoid. I was right. Then karma delivered the final blow. Bridget's divorce lawyer subpoenaed Tessa as a witness. In their state, infidelity affects asset division, and they needed her testimony about the timeline of the affair. Tessa called me screaming, I have to testify under oath because of you. No, you have to testify under oath because you had an affair with a married man. They want my phone records, my emails, everything. Should have thought about that before. Can't you tell them to leave me alone? How would I even do that? And why would I? Because if you ever loved me, you'd help me. If you ever loved me, you wouldn't have been cheating for 6 months. Silence. Then, how did you even access my emails? Basic digital security. Log out of your accounts when you leave someone's apartment. The absolute peak of entitlement came from Adrienne, who found my LinkedIn because I'd blocked her everywhere else. You owe Tessa an apology. She's staying on my couch and cries every night. She lost her job, her reputation, and her future, because you couldn't handle a breakup with dignity. A real man would have fought for her instead of destroying her. You're pathetic, my response. A real friend wouldn't have enabled her infidelity. Also, I thought you weren't talking to her anymore. Guess your boyfriend leaving you changed that calculation. Misery loves company, huh? She reported me to LinkedIn for harassment. They reviewed it and found no violation. Meanwhile, Patricia sent me $500 on Venmo with the note for the rent Tessa should have paid. I'm sorry, I sent it back with "You don't owe me anything. You're a good person. Your daughter's choices aren't your responsibility." She sent it again. "Please. For my own peace of mind, I donated it to a local charity that helps victims of infidelity, with therapy costs, and sent her the receipt." She liked the gesture. 2 months later, the dust has finally settled. The legal threats came to nothing. Tessa's lawyer dropped her when she couldn't pay the retainer. Kieran's lawyer told him he had no case. The only real legal action was Bridget's divorce, finalized last week. She took him to the cleaners, got the house, the better car, and alimony. Queen really did deserve better. Tessa's professional life never recovered. The marketing world in our city is surprisingly small, and being the face of a viral cheating scandal doesn't exactly scream trustworthy brand representative. Last I heard, she moved back to her hometown to work at her dad's insurance office. But before she left, she tried one absolutely bonkers final move. She started a podcast called Truth and Consequences, My Side of the Story. Episode 1 was about the surveillance state of modern relationships and how I violated her privacy. Episode 2, When Love Becomes Control, implied I was abusive without providing any examples because there weren't any. Episode 3 tackled internet mob mentality and how going viral ruined her life. Each episode got ratioed to hell in the comments. The podcast platform removed it after episode 3 for violating community guidelines against harassment, since she kept naming me and Bridget specifically. My favorite development, though, Bridget started her own TikTok series called Rebuilding After Betrayal. Actually positive and helpful content about healing, recognizing red flags, and starting over. She has 500,000 followers now and just got a book deal. She sent me an advance copy with a note. "None of this would have happened without your honesty. Thank you for giving me my life back. As for me, I'm doing well." Therapy helped process the trust issues that come with discovering your girlfriend cheated for 6 months. Who knew? I redecorated the apartment, got a promotion at work, started dating again, met someone wonderful named Claire. Funny thing, she recognized me from the TikTok story on our first date. I thought I was done for, but she said, "Oh good, so cheating is a deal breaker." That saves us an awkward conversation. She's a keeper. Last week, I got one final text from an unknown number. "This is Tessa. I know you hate me, and you have every right to. I just wanted you to know, I realize now how badly I screwed up. Kieran left me for someone else the moment his divorce was final. I lost everything for someone who didn't even want me. I'm in therapy now, trying to figure out why I do these things. I'm sorry for everything. You deserved better." I didn't respond. There's nothing left to say. But I finally felt something like closure, like peace. The funny thing about this whole mess is that if she'd just been honest and broken up with me, it would have sucked, but I would have moved on. Instead, she chose to lie, cheat, gaslight, and play victim when caught. She created her own downfall. But I learned something valuable. When people show you who they are through their actions, believe them. Don't let words convince you otherwise. And never, ever share iCloud accounts with someone you're dating. And one final update. Kieran apparently tried to slide into Claire's DMs last week with "You know your boyfriend is crazy, right?" She screenshotted it, posted it on her story with "Actually, he's wonderful, but you're clearly still trash," and tagged Bridget, who reposted it with crying, laughing emojis. The internet remains undefeated. Subscribe my channel and click on bell icon. Thank you. I'm done with this saga now. Time to live my life without looking backward. May your relationships be drama-free and your iCloud accounts forever separate.